So they get the 2-point conversion, 29 for the Eagles. That's 60 the last 2 weeks. Barkley's run to take him over 100 yards. And now the chippiness has turned into a full-on shoving match. Look how Tyler Steen throwing punches. Now this is getting ugly.
We got flags, we got hats.
There are no flags left in the belts. Wow. They're all on the field.
There's nothing left to throw.
Nope.
And now the official's got to figure out how many, who do you call the penalties on? Is it offsetting? Going at it.
And then Sanders still gets in there. Payne throws a shove.
Tyler Steen, he kind of escalated it, going after Sanders still. There were punches thrown. It felt like both teams. I'd be very curious to see how many guys get ejected, because that was a brawl.
Sanders still, you're right, he was kind of in there as the instigator, going at some of those offensive linemen.
You got to imagine Steen threw a punch.
There are 3 fouls on the play. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Philadelphia,
56.
number 56. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Washington, number 99. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Washington, number 20. All 3 of those players have been disqualified.
Wow.
The penalty's offset on the next play.
Mike Sanders still got out of that.
So I mentioned the flag as the athletic training staff was looking at Van Sumer, and Sean Smith, the referee, and to get between the teams, and one of the other officials threw a penalty flag. No surprise, edgy with the Cowboys and the Eagles for promote more kickoff returns. The touchbacks now come out to the 35-yard line.
Conduct. Defense number 98. Number 98's defense actions has disqualified him from the game.
Whoa.
15-yard penalty.
Whoa.
Automatic. First down.
So Jalen Carter, the focus and the star for the Cowboys, for the Eagles on the front line, out for the game before a snap. Here he goes. He walks there in front of Dak Prescott.
Check that penalty flag, excuse me.
The extra point kick was good. After the play was over, there were 2 fouls. Personal foul, number 44 of the defense. Personal foul, number 70 of the offense. They all sent to succeeding spot. Timeout.
Well, just to clarify, it wasn't an extra point. It was a field goal. And the penalty's offset. Raiders with a narrow lead. Trayvon Walker has been ejected.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, you can't take a swing. I mean, he just sucker punches Forsyth right there. And I don't know why they were offsetting penalties there, but Trayvon Walker, rightfully so, gets ejected from the game, and he walked.
As protection, zips it down the middle and intercepted. Derek Stingley Jr. with the pick. Houston has a 4th takeaway tonight. Flags as he shoved out of bounds. Smith-Njigba got in there, trying to make a play on Stingley. They've been going at it back and forth tonight. That time it was Smith-Njigba playing the defensive role there.
That is just a heck of a read by Derek Stingley Jr. He finally gets one. It in, just shows that extraordinary lower body burst that he has.
Roughness. Number 24 of the intercepting team. 15-yard penalty, first down.
The intercepting team, so the stiff arm. Now you see why Smith-Njigba got worked up. Yet Stingley Jr. knocked his helmet off with a stiff arm. He shoves the DB back, and then he gets run into. Only 1 penalty called in all of that, and it was on Stingley for the stiff arm.
It's a good job by that official, that referee right there, to protect that player, man. I don't know that official's name, but that is outstanding by him.
And Juwan Jennings is getting into it with somebody. At the end of everybody kind of shaking hands, both offensive tackles are in there, and that is Trayvon Merritt, who gets that shot to the face from Juwan Jennings before these two teams leave the field.
Yeah, obviously there's something that happened during the ball game or throughout the course of the game that Juwan Jennings has taken exception with. Trayvon,
his first game. Let's take a look and see if, I think that's Juwan Jennings kind of doubled over, may have gotten a punch down low, we're told. Took exception to it, and then at the end, he and Merrick got into it. And I don't know if Merrick said anything or who delivered the punch. Commanders showed what kind of competitors they are last night in that thriller on Sunday Night Football. Dart's going to go and gets popped on the sideline, and we're going to get a fight. Christian Ellis delivered the hit, and these two teams are going at each other.
Tell you what, Joe, I know they're going at it, but it looked to me like it was a legal hit.
I agree.
And it's just Dart trying to get a little bit extra, and you know he has to protect himself, and he's a target.
And that is intercepted. DeJean gets it back. Cooper DeJean now has blocks. Looking for a seam. DeJean all the way inside the 35. There's multiple penalties now. Back where he picked this off. And now there's some trash talk going on down the field. Some pushing and shoving as well, going away from the ball. Look at this.
Tristan's got his hand in there.
Uh-oh. Wow. Tristan Wirfs, which guy that came back, their superstar left tackle, four-time Pro Bowler, getting in there with multiple Eagles. And I think it started with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, tempers flaring. Everyone's talking a little smack. Certainly Baker is a A+ trash talker. And Quignon's getting into himself like most young corners. And I love the offensive lineman over there trying to protect their quarterback, but I wouldn't pick on Tristan Wirfs, Quignon. I love you, but that's a big man.
I think Moro Ojama came over and said, you know, let me at least help you out.
After
This is
replay review, it's an incomplete pass. Personal foul on the defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Wow, what a turn of
Herbert. And Johnston has this one. Another third down conversion. Third catch today for Quentin Johnston, and now a flag is down late.
I think they're going to get somebody, maybe have someone hitting Herbert.
Crosby. Yeah, I think Crosby was the one who's now having some words with the Los Angeles sideline.
Yeah, and the whole team is now wanting to have a little conversation. Big time catch by Johnston, though, who struggled sometimes with some drops. But on that play, he made a heck of an adjustment.
Let's watch the end of the play.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. He shoved Herbert down. It was fired up after the conversion.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 98. 15-yard penalty added on to the end of the play with an automatic first down.
And I would assume Justin Herbert probably said a little something in Max Crosby's ear to get him a little fired up there. And hey, competitors compete, and these guys are going out there going toe-to-toe. And I saw one of the Chargers, they had coaches.
They got to be careful as some of the Raiders are now on the Chargers sideline. Eric Stokes was along the Chargers sideline. Isaiah Polamalu was able to bring him over. But this one almost erupted. Derwin James was trying to get Quentin Johnston back. And Jim Harbaugh saying, hey, we had guys coming up on our sideline.
Yeah. I did see in the Raiders huddle, Crosby gathered everyone around and told him, my bad, that's on me. And a good job by Jim Harbaugh and his coaches policing up their sideline so guys don't come off of it and escalate what started.